Hello everyone, I am Divit Gupta and welcome to my channel, Tech Talk with Divit. Today we have a very talented guest on our show, Anil Ramdin, who is a director at Oracle. Hey Anil, how are you doing?
Hey Divit, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me here.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. And the reason I have you on the show is because I've heard so many things about ACS, the amazing things it's been doing to help Oracle customers with Solution Support Center, managed services, AM&R. But before we talk about that, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself, your background?
No, sounds good. I appreciate that. So thanks again, David. I really enjoy the opportunity to be here. So I've been with Oracle for probably over 20 years. Within that 20 years, I've been with ACS probably about 16 years or so. I've been in a few leadership roles. In my most recent role, I'm actually with the services management team. Our role is to ensure that we're delivering all of our services to our customers seamlessly in a very uniform way that meets their expectations.
Interesting. So can you tell me a little bit about these services that you guys offer? Are they revolving around Oracle products, or is it just the services that you focus on? Is it the cloud, Oracle Cloud that you guys focus on, or it's everything?
Yeah, I mean, just to the latter, I mean, it feels like it could be almost everything because we cater to the customer's needs. So what Advanced Customer Support is the professional services arm within Oracle. So what we do is we basically work with our customers to come up with solutions that fit their environments, their business needs. We focus on the areas that they're looking for, their pain points, if you want to call it that, just to make sure that, if they feel like they are needing staff in a specific area, we can fill that need. Or if they're looking for cost or performance improvements, whatever their focus is, that's what our goal is, to fill that need.
I'm a little curious about AM&R, managed services, and Solution Support Center. Could you help me understand the difference between these services? What are they?
Absolutely. Good question. So ACS overall is attached to the support organization within Oracle. So it does give us the inroads into working with all of the different teams on behalf of the customer. So when a customer comes to us, they purchase an annual service. These days, it's actually the day two services that we're focused on. Within those services, as you mentioned, we have SSC, which is our Solution Support Center, which is sort of our Cadillac of services. And I'll talk a little bit about that. We have our MCS services, our managed cloud services, where we can actually take care of the environment and everything that the customer needs. And they are just users of the environment. We have our advanced monitoring and resolution service, which is also more of a partnership with the customer, where we're catering to their needs. We're managing their day-to-day administration requirements. We're managing the environment. We're handling service requests, incident management, tickets, change management, quite a bit, so that we're taking all of the normal everyday tasks that a customer might not want to put in their staff's hands, and we're taking care of that while they can then move them into the more high and sort of more high cost type things, more high quality type work that their staff could be doing. So that's where we see the most value when we're working with our customers.
Wow, that's great. So how do you ensure customer success? How do you ensure that customers not having any issues with, or their issues have been resolved, whatever issues they've raised regarding Oracle products or services?
So all of our services come with a set of tools, a set of frameworks, and a set of standard documents that we would always use when we're servicing the customer, if you want to put it that way. Our goal is to make sure the experience is seamless, right? The customer success, their satisfaction is seamless. It's something that we can guarantee because our folks are using specific frameworks that we've put together that allows us to say, customer A, customer B, customer C, at the highest level, you're seeing the same level of service and the same level of deliverables across our services, whether it's the SSC, MCS, AM&R, and we even have one called Priority Service, which we could talk about. But using these frameworks and using these standard operational deliverables, we sort of ensure the customer is getting the things that they need to ensure their success. And we're also doing it in a repeatable fashion. What we do on top of that, though, is we ensure that we discuss with the customer ahead of time of what are their specific requirements. Do they need something that they need more focus on? So a lot of times if the customer is a small to medium environment, they may not have as many requirements. They may just require us to run the environment, do the patching, help them with administration, focus in on the things that are causing them issues. And what that does is it takes the responsibilities off of the customer's, side of the house, and we're taking care of it. They can go focus on the more important things that's going on. That builds, a lot of relationships with them in regards to cost savings when it comes to staff. It could be, us automating certain things for them, maybe even adding layers of support with Enterprise Manager, which we can take care of and help them in the background. We're taking it out of their hands again. For larger customers, I would say our biggest value is probably one of the areas where we can run the environment from starting with a small, medium, large, but then scaling up with them as they go, because as they see the benefits of using that service, they see the cost benefits, they see the performance improvements. It just helps them to just overall get an understanding of how they can scale with us as they go. And we just keep adding on top of that and keep building with them and keep helping them.
So you show them the value in our Oracle products and services, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say that's our value proposition, if you want to use that term, because what it does is it takes everything Oracle, it takes all of the different pieces within Oracle, we pull all of that together and we maximize the benefits of the customer. So they don't have to go hunting if they have a problem for, an answer from development, an answer from support, a specific feature from a product group that they're looking for. We as a team with our technical account managers, we lead that. We can take it out of the customer's hands, get the request together, formulate it into a proper, statement, send it off to our teams, get an answer, and then coordinate that back with the customer. And we would even go so far as to pull those other teams in. So the customer really gets the best value when they work with us, because we're able to reach into wherever we need to within Oracle to get them the answers they need and make sure it fits with whatever requirements they have for their business.
That's a lot you're working on, Anil. So any particular products that you're helping Oracle customers with?
So excellent question, actually, because in the cloud world right now, we are doing a lot of services around OCI. So I would say we have our services focused in on OCI, where we can help the customer really extract the full benefits from being in OCI. And all of the services that I just mentioned, SSC, AM&R, MCS, they're all OCI services. The customer can get everything built in OCI, and then they bring ACS in, and with one of our services, we can help them, run that platform to the best of their ability and to maximize their value that they're getting from Oracle. We also do have those same services, and we can apply them to the on-premise world if needed, because what we're finding today is that a lot of customers that are in the on-premise world, they want to test out what's going on in OCI, right? They want to realize those cost benefits, those performance gains. They're looking for those changes that will keep moving them forward. So what we've found is that we may start with the customer at on-prem, and we may help them actually move environments into OCI so they can start learning, practicing, and bringing it on board for any of their environments. It could be from a test environment all the way to a very large production environment, and we're there servicing with them, either doing it all for them or partnering with them with one of our services. So it's a pretty exciting time to be with ACS, actually. I'm really forward to it.
Product knowledge, I'm curious, do you help customers with any knowledge transfer or product-based knowledge or skill enhancement?
Absolutely. So with ACS, what you're getting is, I hate to use the word best of breed, but you are getting like the best of breed folks, because these are our engineers and our technical account managers. They're the ones that are trained by our internal folks. They are looking at our internal Oracle specific information, right? So the customer is getting everything from an SME, if you want to call it that. That's subject matter expert. So if they're implemented within OCI, they're getting a guy that's living and breathing OCI, right? He's doing that for a living. You're getting an account manager that's seeing the same experiences across different customers if they're servicing multiple clients. because of that, they could tell you, hey, proactively, something is happening in this area. I'd like you to look at this. We can plan ahead for certain things. We can help you coordinate activities. So I would say overall, when you're working with ACS, the depth of knowledge that you're getting is pretty deep from any of the different folks that you encounter. And they're getting that knowledge from, the entire Oracle organization, the Oracle company, I should say. They're like the engine, and we're just keeping our customers happy.
Wow, that was some great information about ACS. And you know what? We can talk about ACS all day long, the amazing things it has been doing to help Oracle customers. But I have to thank you, Anil, for taking out time to come on my show. I'll have to catch up with you again on another episode of Tech Talk with Divit. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you, David. Appreciate you having me here.